What is up, YouTube? It is Zeta TCG here for a deck profile video of what went on overseas in Tokyo for their World Championship qualifier. As you see here, I'm on the organization, YGO organization .com or YG organization rather. You can go on their site. You can review all of the deck lists that were played overseas in the OCG. This was in Tokyo, as they said above. They had a lot of interesting decks, like top four. You see right here. Um, you can see right here. Uh, Magician's Heroes. There's a Necros deck right there. Second place was Empowered Clownblade. I've never heard of Empowered Clownblade in my entire life, but after reading over this deck list, it seems pretty consistent. Now, I haven't tested or anything, but what I want to talk about is the first place Masked Heroes deck. Um, if you guys probably do not know this, but I've been testing Masked Heroes for a while, since probably late January into early February. I've been testing them, and to be honest, if there's any deck right now that's good to go up against our current meta in the TCG, in my mind, it's Masked Heroes, because if you can get first turn Dark Law, Necros are almost out of luck in many cases, because then they can't go into their good plays. They can't go into a Dijin lock first turn, which is always pretty good. However, I don't know who won first place in Tokyo. They did not name the person who won over there. But I won't go over the deck anyway. This guy went 43 cards, and I should probably bring this up too. It's okay not to run 40 cards, guys. You guys saw that with my Sire Dragon deck, but that's okay. I've actually lowered the size of that deck anyways a little bit. I've cut out some fat off that steak. Here we go. He obviously had obviously the main tech, um, three Shadow Mist, two Bubble Man, one Stratos because Stratos is legal over there. Yeah, they get the good shit. Three tin Goldfish, one Goblinberg, and one Summoner Monk. I do want to say Summoner Monk is at one in the OCG, so I can see why he only ran one. Next for their spells, obviously the three mass change. This guy chose to run three. A Hero Lives. I'll talk about that in a little bit. He did go three e-call, three MST, one feather duster because it is legal over there, one soul charge, one reborn because it's also legal over there, and one rhoda because rhoda is at one in the OCG, I believe. For traps, three breakthrough, three call the haunted, three oasis, two anti-spell fragrance, one solemn judgment because it is legal there, and one solemn warning. His side, he had one ghost ogre, two chalice, two lance, one dark hole, three compulse because they have three over there, two diamond dust, two fairy wind, one crush card, and the third anti-spell fragrance, if that's correct. Yeah. Extra deck, two Dark Law, one Acid, one Kamikaze. I've never heard of Kamikaze. I think that's the Pyro or Fire type, Fire attribute type. Um, that would make sense in my mind. One Anki, one Tellarknight Ptolemaeus, one Emerald, one Anti-Luminescent Knight, one Stellar Knight Delteros, one number 39, one number S39, one Constellar Pleiades, one Stellar Knight Constellar Diamond, and one Nova and one Infinity. Um, this I can see why this deck played first. Let me actually go down a little bit. I I believe every OCG player is running the Ptolemaeus Delteros combo, bring chain for Nova, and then eventually bring out Infinity. Every OCG player is doing that over there, and it's absolutely a killer combo in my mind, you guys. Um, I'm pretty sure you guys, a lot of people actually saw my Cross Souls sneak peek video, I did pull that ultimate Tellarknight Potlameus, and I was considering selling it, but I read its effect and I tested its effect on DN and YGO. I'm sorry, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, and the effect is solid. Tellarknight Potlameus brings such good I'm trying to think of a word here. I don't want to say a word like consistency, but it's something of that matter. Um, and every OCG player is running that. I showed you the second place deck that was running that. I go here to Magician's Heroes. He probably has it going right here. Yep, right there. Tellarknight Potlameus. He goes Constellar Diamond. That's fine. But he also has the Nova and the one Cyber Dragon Infinity there. Um, I believe in the OCG, I want to say the way it was that you had to go in playing that combo. If you didn't play that combo, uh, it was um, it was going to be a questionable move in your part because Infinity being such a strong card and being so many ways to bring it out, there was no reason why you shouldn't run it. If I said that right, I probably didn't. But this guy's deck was pretty good. Obviously, the OCG has the better list, guys. I mean, come on, one Feather Duster, one Monster Reborn. I'm sorry, guys, and also the Solemn Judgment. I mean, Konami America just loves to screw over the TCG guys. Um, but this guy's deck, I have to applaud him. He went outside of the box, obviously for the OCG format with Nova and Infinity. Um, I wouldn't be surprised in the OCG in their next ban list after Worlds. Um, they ban Infinity or Nova or Tellarknight Potlameus because it's just that good of a combo. And man, also the fact they have three compulse, man. I don't know, guys. I really don't know, but you guys obviously have thoughts about this. You guys can comment here on YGO or YG organization right here. They have right here. You guys can see that right there below my circle. 70 comments. There are people who comment on this. I even comment on some of them. Um, but this first place Master Hero deck, guys, I'm sorry. I think personally, if you're going to Worlds, there's three decks in my mind that are the best to run, and one of them proved in North American Worlds. Um, I'm sorry. In the NW, fuck. I'm sorry. I can't speak. NAWCQ this past week with top six. I saw Drell Pro Winston's build a Ritual Beast, and I decided to test the Ritual Beast a little bit. And Ritual Beast is pretty good. I never realized it would be this good. So in my mind, going back to what I said earlier, there's three decks in my mind that you should probably consider going into Worlds, if you're going to Worlds. And this is just in my mind. You may not agree, but I don't give a shit. That's obviously Necros, Masked Heroes, and Ritual Beasts. Those decks in my mind are the ones you should probably go in thinking that's what you need. Okay. Now, going back to this Master Hero deck, he did run 43, and in my deck, I run 42. Um, I can see why he runs 3 A Hero Lives because he only has one Rhoda, but I'd really like to cut his deck down, maybe one or two cards. I can understand the anti-spell fragrance, but I believe the 3 Call the Haunted and the 3 Oasis is a little cloggy in my mind. Um, I get the fact you're trying to go after a Shadow Mist effect, but it's in my mind, this could just be my OCD, um, but in my mind, it's either one or the other. I don't I don't like having six cards that can special summon from the grave. So in my mind personally, I'd cut either Oasis or Call the Haunted. Most likely Call the Haunted. I think Oasis is a little bit more better. I'd cut one A Hero Lives, and I'd add another Goblin Bird, because Goblin Bird can be searched with Rhoda, and that's always good. Um, and I'd probably go ahead and bring in that third anti-spell fragrance as well. And then for your side, you can just add whatever you want, really. I mean, um, yeah, that's just my thoughts on this, guys. I thought this deck, though, other than the changes I would have made because of my OCD with this right here, is I thought it was pretty good. I mean, if this guy got first place, good for him. I applaud him for going in with Masked Heroes, because honestly, of the three decks I just named, even though I'm pretty convinced on Ritual Beasts, I still think Masked Heroes is the best deck to counter Necros in my mind. The mirror for Necros, you have to try to get that first turn to Zinlock. Otherwise, otherwise you are going to get, freaking busted or whatever, so that's just what I think, guys. This is a little bit of discussion if you want. Yeah, I will put the link to this site in my description below. You guys can check out the full deck list here for most decks. I believe they only go, how far did they go? Do they go here? I went down a little too far there. Okay, they only went to top eight decks. Okay, so these deck lists are only for the top eight. And if you guys do want to check it out, go to ygorganization.com. I will have that in my description below, the full link to this deck list, and you guys can check it out. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram at ZetaTCG. You can watch my streams on Twitch, even though I probably won't be streaming for a little while. Got some things I have to deal out, but that's Sunny underscore Choppers. I will have that in my description as well. And yeah.